age of 13 to 18 are the untapped potential in Fiji. While this generation has been provided with opportunities, they still face challenges in entering Fiji's workforce sector. For many, the move from tertiary to entering the workforce remains a challenge.
Youths, teenagers, whatever we want to call them, high school dropouts, they are the generation that continues, ensures the continuity of any country.
As part of government's ongoing efforts to empowering Fijian youths, programs have been designed to provide youths with better opportunities to help shape their future and the direction of the nation.
In the last few years, the Fiji government, at least in my view, has certainly increased its support for the youth, and there are examples of empowerment. For example, training the youth for small businesses, which has recently started, which I'm sure you'd agree that is a good thing and has been long coming. So that's one thing. The other thing that I've been impressed about is the training, leadership trainings that our youth are currently getting. These are small steps, but they're certainly significant. The idea, I think, is the government can do a certain amount, and then the communities need to pick up on that and enhance it. So I think we were heading in the right direction.
Government continues to strengthen its services in developing the full potential of young people by motivating them to be proactive and productive citizens, in recognizing the need to mobilize their creativity, vision, and unique views for the present and future development of the nation.
We have a number of youth programs that are the empowerment programs. Right now, we are moving on to the other phase. In some divisions, they have completed their seeds of success.
I would also like to thank the government of the day for giving youths a chance to, and also the RFMF engineers for giving us an opportunity to come on for attachment. We've really learned a lot, and most of us, when we started, we lacked discipline. We didn't have, we had very poor attitude, and as we've joined the RFMF for attachment, they have molded us.
I've been working with, especially with the street kids since 2004. And through the years, we've tried different programs to work with them. And one thing for certain is that there's not a lot of figures and facts for us to back us up in terms of the work that we wanted to do. So in 2009, together with the ILO, we did a survey back in Suva. And the outcome of that survey was the numbers that were there was really alarming. And that brought about changes not only for different NGOs that come in bringing programs, but also for the local government and the Suva City Council to bring about changes. The Ministry of Labour, now they have the Child Labour Unit.
By empowering youths in Fiji, government is ensuring that all young people are placed on a level playing field while possessing the necessary tools to compete with their peers in the global community.
46% of the people that will be voting in 2014 are young people, from 18 to 35. That is a huge number. And but the National Youth Council have not only looked at the next election. We're not only looking at the Constitution review, we're looking at other programs that will be able to help young people. Because sometimes there are other issues that are out there that actually these other young people are concerned about. Sometimes we look at HIV, we go to people trying to talk about HIV when they say no, unemployment is a problem right now.
The government have been giving seedlings and for vegetables and dalo plants for us to plant, and then look for a market and sell it, and the money comes back to the organization or youth group, and the youth group can work from there.
Development programs are more focused and relevant to the needs of Fiji's youths.
It has made me a role model, a very good leader, taking on to leadership roles, guiding the community, helping youths in my community to serve them better, or to save generally the public together, and lead by an example purpose.
Meet 21-year-old Mitieli Savu, who applied to the Fiji National University and was accepted to undertake a certificate in counseling tools and people's enhancement. On completion, he applied for a teacher's license with the Fiji Teachers Registration Board.
I'm a school counselor now. I'm helping young students here, and my main aim is to help young students in secondary school, because this is the ones that will be the leaders of tomorrow.
Savu teaches physical education, careers, family life, and also counsels students of Maris Brothers High School, Lomeri Catholic High School, and also Namosi Secondary School. Graduates of these programs have passed on these training skills to youths, having seen positive results in young people.
I've seen that most of the students have really performed well in the academic while helping them around in school, and I also have seen that the students in Lomeri Secondary School are really good in sports, and now that two of our students in Lomeri Secondary School have signed a contract to go to Newcastle Knights.
Changes will never come until a young person chooses to have those changes. And for Seed of Success, it encourages young people to, once the 12 seeds actually encourage young people to come out of those shells that they're in, from their comfort zone, and see that there's something out there. It doesn't matter where they are. If you go into community, if you do training in the community, or you do training in the urban areas, you see that wherever you are, there is always something that you can do. Because most of the time, young people, their biggest enemy is themselves. Once they fail from school, once they fail in a few things, they think that is the end of the road. And the Seed of Success actually tell young people that there's more to that.
Not only was the empowerment program a success, it was also useful to villagers.
Na Seed of Success, dona bulibina ka kota mebe keto na isong ni tambangoni, ena nito lomani koro. Wambimbi na nito mbula babanua, kota bali besar mebe keto na besau. Ena nito rokova, nito ngaraba na itabi na nito banua, ena kena tu na itabi ni banua, wira keda na leo ni songo. Ratuna non itabi ando ena lomani banua, na itabi ni banua. Rasa kela chuna non itabi, na kela non itutu na lomani banua. Kota lenga na itabi kota telenga mibia na songo. Aureda kena baka tumbuda kena non barau, kena non itobo ni mbulata kana mbula ni banua, ena lomani koro na songo ni tambangoni.
Young people in Fiji are both a human resource and are the future of the country. The National Youth Policy is aimed at motivating youths by creating opportunities that utilize and help them to discover their potential.
The youth policy talks about the empowerment programs, the empowerment of the youth, to give youths a lot of opportunities for them to discover themselves, and in some cases it also brings in sports, the sports development in order to provide some kind of employment opportunities for them.
At the same time, government is encouraging youths to play an active role in promoting environmental conservation.
We have very good legislations, laws on environment, and all you have to do is go around Suva, for example, and you'll see that there's no compliance of it. And I think it's a shame we as adults, we as governments, I think, need to lead by examples. Once we can demonstrate that we actually respect our environment and we're fair and just, that would automatically encourage the youth to become interested and to feel empowered, I think, and feel the ownership. I don't think government can direct youth to do it. It can certainly make available resources, perhaps, to encourage youth, but I'm a very strong believer in leading by example. So if we as adults do the right thing for our environment, by our environment, our youth would become empowered, and the whole generational change will come in place.
By identifying the challenges faced, the Ministry of Youth is able to design programs that will improve their development. An initiative that has paved the way is the Seeds of Success program.
The Seed of Success started back in 2009. Back then it was the PMA. When the National Youth Service Scheme started, which is now the National Employment Center, the name has changed from then. So now it has become the Seed of Success, and for the last few years we've taken it to most of the youth groups that ask for empowerment trainings, and usually it's the first thing that young people go through in terms of if they want to ask for money for micro enterprise, or they're asking funding from the ministry. Usually the Seed of Success goes first, because it's actually deal with the individual, how they can look at themselves, how they can develop a goal in life. Basically it looks at their physical, spiritual, social, mental and economic status, and see how they can improve on all these 5 key areas. So that is where the Seed of Success have started back in 2009 until now.
This total Seed of Success is one of the most important ways in which young people can really involve themselves to know their purpose of why they've been created, and to know the things that they can do to help them. And I'm so fortunate that I was one of them, to be part of the youth, to take part in the 12 Seed of Success workshop.
While there may be reasons why students drop out of school, either from peer pressure, bullying, or slow learning problems, whatever the reason, the result of dropping out from school has a huge impact on life.
When I came in, I was thankful to the prison department and the government for the programs that they've been giving to me, especially the spiritual enhancement. I was able to find myself, the true potential that I have within me. How could I use it better to develop myself? I learned a lot about myself, especially through going through the counseling programs. There's the rehabilitation program framework that's been implemented by the prison department, and I'm thankful. I'm one of the sample groups. I've been placed in the sample group to go through this program, the framework, and I've really learned a lot about myself, especially not about others, but about myself, what's inside of me, that I can use when I get out, use among the community, among my family. So I'm really thankful for the types of programs that they bring in.
Young people are our future and our present. The opportunities that are being created for young people today lay the foundation for what Fiji's economy will be able to achieve tomorrow.
Young people need to start taking into account these things. The election, whoever is going to be in the next government, the constitution that's going to be drafted, is something that will concern all of us. Gone are the days when you open the papers and look from sports. Gone are the days when you just care about where you're staying and how you get food on the table, what you wear every day. Gone are those times. It's time for us to look into these things that will actually not only affect us, those that will come after us, our children, they'll be there as well. These are the things that will concern them. So we need to be there.
You know how they say, oh, youth leaders of tomorrow, you know, that cliche. I don't believe that. I think today, you know, young people need to get involved today. Why wait for tomorrow? You know, you've got to get involved, and only then you will learn Yeah, and there's much to learn. I think while we're at a great advantage, or youths are at a great advantage with all the technology and all the mediums around, unfortunately, I think it how do you say it sort of clouds their perspective. I think they sort of do less thinking and more. Yeah, I just think that many are not in touch with reality, because they're more glued to social media. And while social media, there are good tools there, but it's how you use them.
In terms of the constitution review, we are trying to mobilize young people. We're looking at trying to get basically 30 to 35% of young people to be present during all these things and have their voice heard. And I encourage every young people that are out there to be part of this, because these are the things that will affect us. It's no use after the constitution is being drafted then you say this is wrong, we should have done this, these are things they should have done. This is the only time for us to do these things.
Young people who are 15 now, in 2014 they would be about 18 in the voting age. And I think there is special attention paid to this age category, and particularly in the choices that they will be making come 2014. So part of our strategic plan 2012 to 2014 is to, without preempting the consultation process towards finalizing this document, is really designed, the strategic plan is really designed to empower young people to make informed decisions come 2014.
To all young people that are out there, we really need to come in and help out in these things. We do have a ministry that is backing us up, and we see how the government is looking to young people, how important we are, and that is why they put up this ministry as well. So it's up to us. The onus is on us to do something about it. We've come far in terms of our young lives. People say that we are leaders of tomorrow. We can make changes now. We have a chance to have a saying in things that are happening, and if you are old enough to put a tick on the paper, then you're old enough to say something also in terms of the things that are happening and the decision that I made for you and your family and your future as well.
It is through employment and empowerment that young people can realize their dreams, improve their living conditions, and fulfill their responsibilities, not only as productive agents, but also as citizens of Fiji.